So now our layout's starting to come along. It looks like we have our basic structure set up. Let's go ahead and add a little of CSS or a little style just so that we can better visualize this. So in the back of all these widgets, I'm going to add a background color of green. For the site content, I guess for the featured area, we'll go with gray. And then how about for our site footer, we'll make it black. Then we'll give it a color of white. We'll need to do the same for our link. And I'll save it. So let me check this out. There we go. Actually, why don't we add a border to these widgets as well? We'll make it 3 pixels solid, black. Save it, and that's better. So as you can see, so far what we've done is we've created this very basic layout. We used several of the Bootstrap mix-ins, mostly just the grid stuff. Container class for our body, which sort of wraps around all of our content the way the body tag naturally does, if you want to think about it from a semantic point of view. We've created a header, main content area, widgets area, and footer area that all make use of the row styles that Bootstrap provides. And within each of those rows, of course, we have our columns that sort of break them out into different areas. We did all that, and I'm going to switch to a single view now. By making use of these mix-ins that we have available to us, container-fixed, make row, make small column, and we even went over one of the offset mix-ins for centering that site info. Now the advantage of doing it this way, as opposed to just downloading a full build of Bootstrap, is that one, you don't have to download a lot of unnecessary CSS, and two, you get to write cleaner, more semantic markup. As you can see here, I don't have multiple divs with rows, and then within those rows I have multiple divs with columns, and then maybe within each of those columns I have another div with the class of widget, and I think you get the point. Also, we're not making use of any class names that are specific to Bootstrap. So if for whatever reason Bootstrap 3 goes to Bootstrap 4 and they decide to change their column classes from this to something else, we won't have to come back to the HTML and write all this weird, or rewrite all of our class prefixes. Instead, we can just come back to our main.css and just change the mix-ins, if those even change at all. Now, we've only begun to scratch the surface of the Bootstrap framework and using it with Sass. If you remember, initially we created this file called variables, and it has a lot of stuff we can customize. The primary button colors, the way our form looks, and all kinds of other things. The width of our screen. So if we wanted to, we can set max width to something smaller than 1200 pixels. And yeah, as you can see, there are tons of variables that we can customize. And in the next video, that's what we're going to do. Or I guess the next part of this series, that's what we'll be doing, is we'll be changing these variable values and sort of theming our own version of Bootstrap. So we'll change what we want our primary color to be. We'll change the font and all of that good stuff. So thanks for watching, And I hope you look forward to the next part of the series. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and